This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
Global warming's a thing. You know, BTS, they are, they smart and shit. They gonna be like, look, it's snowing in June. Save the polar bears.
Don't even know what's happening right now.
Save the turtles!
Welcome to our BTS comeback special, where BTS are breaking records, breaking necks, and breaking funds.
What's up, you guys? We are back for another week of K-popness. We are Not Your Average Fangirls. I am Kat, and right now I am side-eyeing my TV to await BTS's live debut on SNL.
Wow, that was a lot.
I know, right? Like, wow.
I was trying to think of, like, the right words to say, and it just came out like that.
Wow.
Hey guys, it's Cynthia. I am side-eyeing a stream for SNL as well. And also, there's a conspiracy. Where is Raven? He has disappeared off the face of the planet. Okay, thank you.
Like, that's so
No
Raven?
one knows who that is. Raven, as in Raven of Oneness, not That's So Raven.
Or maybe they thought you had a friend named Raven and they needed to make flyers because now he's just gone.
I'm saying.
He has disappeared, okay? Like
He flew away. He's a
No,
Raven.
not only that, like, his profile is gone. Like,
Oh, wait.
off
On
the
SoundCloud?
member. Like, his parts and, like, in the Oneus profile, they keep going in and out. So sometimes they have him and then they take him away. I'm like, what are you doing?
Who do you think you are, RBW?
Maybe he's not real.
Ooh.
Maybe he's actually a robot and that they just like, he's malfunctioning so they have to fix him. So like
He's
if
a
we...
figment of, like, everyone's imagination, and he doesn't exist.
That's true too. And it's all a big theory that's leading up to the next comeback. Like it's a part of the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. So they just leave him out for the last one until the new one.
The next comeback is called That's So Raven, and they go into that.
Yeah, it's all about, that's why they had to like make him disappear to like build up the hype, and then that's gonna be the story. Yeah, anyway, hi everyone. I'm Terica, and Cynthia's side-eyeing her live stream, Kat side-eyeing her TV. I got my mom on speed dial. I called her and said, yo, come get me when it's 10:30 because I'm in a different room. She said, bet. She hung up.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Carolina, and I am side-eyeing my TV too. But guess what? It's just unhealthy sports on there. Why is hockey so aggressive?
Hockey is great.
Okay, well, anyways, let's start off this podcast. Yes, today we will be talking about BTS all throughout, okay? Get over it. But it'll be great. It's going to be amazing. But before that, we do have some news going on. For example, Xiumin is going to Hawaii on May 7th.
Wow.
On May 7th.
In May 7th.
English is hard.
It really is, though.
But Xiumin is going and enlisting in the military May 7th. I'm sorry, he's going on
where?
vacation. He's going to vacation in Hawaii, and he wrote a little letter for the fans and whatnot. This crushes all of my hopes and dreams of EXO having a comeback before Xiumin goes to vacation. So thank you, EXO, I
Watch them
guess.
drop
Oh,
it
girl,
tomorrow.
my dreams been crushed. My dreams was crushed last year. I said, they done. They done. They're not even going to make an effort to come here. And they didn't, so there you go. It's fine.
Oh, you know who is
yeah.
making an effort to come here? TXT.
Oh.
Right?
They just dropped a freaking tour out of nowhere. They said, here, bitch, guess what? You're not only going to see BTS in May, but you're also seeing TXT.
It's funny because, yeah, they're coming around the same time, so everybody's making memes about it. Like, oh, they're just catching a ride in the plane with them. Like, hi, we need a ride to the USA. Can we ride in the back?
My favorite one is the one TXT talking to BTS. Like, hey, baby, say that we can come with you.
When they're all just standing and
yeah.
looking into the camera.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
But it is really exciting. They are going to be out here in the States in May. They are going to some, like, places that I did not expect, like
Florida.
Orlando.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. It's in my backyard, okay? I'm hype. Tickets are also, like, really good pricing, so...
And they go on sale next week.
Yeah. Thanks,
It's gonna be a
Powerhouse. Yay.
Yeah. I'm so scared. I just want to have a high touch so I can just say, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you especially because you're my son. I love you, I love you.
You're doing great, sweetie.
But it makes me question, like, if, you know, obviously I know that it's going to sell out the whole thing, but I know that some of the dates clash with the BTS show. So TXT might show up at the BTS show whenever.
I think they're going to show up for the Chicago one for sure, which me and Terica will be at. So Saturday we'll be at BTS, and then Sunday we'll be at TXT, and hopefully TXT goes to the BTS show on Saturday. If they go on stage, even just to say hi, I'll freak out, but they'll probably be like in the crowd or something. But.
Yeah, even if you're in the crowd, they point them out. Like,
yeah, or
yeah,
like,
that's
hey,
true.
Our
Plot twist: TXT
is
sitting next to you guys.
Oh my god!
Imagine.
I'd pretend I
on
didn't
the
know
floor
them.
seats.
I'd be like, "Oh my god, are you guys excited to be here too? Let's sink our army bombs together and dance."
What's your favorite song?
Who's your bias?
Who's your bias, Kai? How'd you know my name, huh?
Do you have a Twitter? We should totally follow each other and be mutuals. Can I get your number?
Subin, did you eat today? What? I said, are you having fun today?
Right. All of a sudden, notifications from TXT posting goes off on your phone. Wait, what?
Amazing. How'd you know that band? I don't know. I just follow them.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's a text message. See, TXT, it stands for text. It's just a text message. Oh my god.
True. In other news, NCT 127 will be appearing on Good Morning America sometime this week. I forgot the exact date. It is Thursday? Okay, so it'll be Thursday. So congrats to NCT 127. As you guys already probably know, they're going to be touring the USA soon. So this is also just more promo for them. I'm really hyped to see them on there because I love seeing K-pop groups in random morning shows in the USA because guess what? They're awkward as shit and it's amazing.
Is it amazing? Like, I'm just, like, really concerned. I'm just, like...
It makes me laugh because they're like, you can tell that they're like, what the hell is going on? I'm just like, y'all just didn't know what you were dipping yourself into.
The only person on morning shows that makes me comfortable is Michael Strahan.
I'm saying, yeah, exactly. Another announcement was that Produce 101 is having a Japan version of it, which
here we go.
I thought they already did this with Produce 48, but I guess not.
Yeah, okay, same. I was really confused. I was like, is this not...
Okay, so, but Produce 48 is like Japan and Korea. I think Produce 101 Japan is just like for J-pop. Like, it's just the J-pop market.
Yeah,
so
we figured that.
Just like...
Okay, so are they gonna like take this J-pop group and only promote them in Korea and not Japan, just like they did?
Well, because it's Mnet and not KBS, they will not pull a UNB, I'm sure.
No, probably not. It's Produce. It has the Produce name attached to it, so it's probably gonna be bigger. But I assume that it's gonna be just the Japanese version, so it's gonna be. But then it makes the question, like, is it gonna be J-pop? Because that's completely different than what K-pop is.
It is.
Well, of course, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be J-pop.
So then, then that's gonna be interesting. Because, J-pop is, like, on a whole other level from K-pop.
But put Baby Metal on there. I love Baby Metal.
My thing is J-pop, like, newer J-pop groups are making the turn into, like, the same C-pop, K-pop, like, genre-ish they're trying to go into. That's it at least. That's true,
because I saw this girl did a thread on some girl groups, and they seem like they could be, like, the genre is different. It's not what we automatically think of J-pop when we hear it, you know what I mean?
And I think the first group they're gonna do is girls, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense. I think will be successful either way, because
you're right.
Girls are very, like, girl groups are very welcomed. But yeah, so Produce out there doing the most. Next thing I know, Produce 101 USA version.
Oh my god! I go to every live show.
Speaking of survival shows, though, a quick shout out because Lee Yoonji from High School Rapper was officially announced the winner, the first female rapper to win any rap survival show ever in Korea. Woo! So I'm just hella stoked. I'm so pumped for her. She's so good. Anyway,
I'm so happy about that. Women represent. Yeah. Yes.
She's so dope too. She's so good.
But moving on to a little bit more BTS. Okay, let's start this. BTS got 78 million views.
I thought you said
hours.
I thought you said
got 7. Me too. I was like, wait. I was like, Carolina, please.
She said got 7. I was like, oh god, here we go.
Damn, no, I was just saying that they got 78 million views in the first 24 hours for their newest comeback of Boy With Love. And they broke the record for the fastest K-pop group to do this and the fastest just any video ever in YouTube history to do it.
Oh, yeah,
Legends
now we're
only.
at 100 million views, and we have, like, a few more days to break the 200 million record, which is, like, 7.5 days or something, so...
You know, no big deal, whatever.
fine.
But also, conspiracy, YouTube did delete some views. But
They
it's
really
cool.
did.
It's fine. You tried it, bitch. Guess what? We still got it. The man can't bring us down.
Man can't bring this. This is exactly what Min Yoongi raps about every day.
Exactly. And also with all of this breaking records and stuff, they took over iTunes. Most of their discography is not on the iTunes US charts or worldwide charts, one of the two. Melon crashed when the album came out.
YouTube crashed. Everything
YouTube crashed. Everything crashed. I
Yeah,
know
my
that.
heart
The only reason they weren't the number one song is because they were streaming themselves. Old Town.
They were, oh my god, yes, because apparently they sang it on some radio station. I haven't heard it yet, but I need it ASAP. Thank you.
They're going to hold off to that. They're going to hype it up. And
I got the horses in the bag.
I would like to say that Spring Day is that bitch again because guess what?
Again.
She is
Just
on
like
the
you
charts
thought I was dead.
again.
always
Exactly.
popping
Every
up.
time that they drop a new album, Spring Day is just like, hey.
She's just like, you guys thought I wasn't back.
It was it's the Maddie B like meme, like, you thought it was over?
Exactly. Surprise.
Or the Kool-Aid man just busted
Spring
through the
Day
wall.
is just
Hey,
that bitch, okay? Spring
Honestly,
Day is
it
that.
is.
Even
It's a
randomly,
dope-ass
it comes
song.
back on the charts. Like, even when BTS is super quiet, not doing anything, it'll pop up.
it really will.
Because it's another spring day. Hi, I am here.
Girl, in the middle of winter, it pops up. It's like, guess what?
Yeah,
bitch?
it's another spring day. Hi, I am here.
Oh my god.
Even though in the music video it's snowing.
Right? Exactly.
What kind of logic was that?
It's just a spring day any day. You can make it.
Well,
a
you
spring
know
day.
how they open the song with Pogo Shipta. It's because they're telling the spring that they missed that bitch. I can't come back. It's cold.
You're right. Me in the winter.
But yes, we will continue talking about BTS right after our favorite segment on this podcast that sadly is coming to an end, I think. I don't think so. I don't know.
It is time for
Aw.
Save Me Spark Notes. Do 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 do.
Well, speaking of sparks, though, this next episode starts with sparklers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
everyone's
love that.
so happy with their sparklers. Like it's the 4th of July, even though it's an American holiday. And they're just like running around, being boys and buds and having fun. There's flashbacks to all of them sleeping in Namjoon's little train cart box thing. They're like on the floor at a desk. There's
His
like
home.
it's so great. And then it shows May 20th. So then we see Tae walking home. He's like, I don't want to be here. I hate this place. I said same. So he's walking home and he hears crash, boom, boom, boom. Ah! And he's just like, oh no. And he hears his dad screaming and yelling all these obscenities to his sister. There's lots of bad words in this episode. There's glass everywhere, and he's just like, I can't take this. And he sees his sister crying, and his dad's like coming after him saying, you're late, blah, blah, blah. And his sister's like, no, Dad, stop. And he slaps her to the floor. Yeah. And she tells Tay to just go, and he has a flashback of his sister like protecting him when he was little. And she's just like, when Dad's hitting me, you have to leave. Like, you have to hide so he won't hit you, okay? I'm going to be mad if you don't leave and you take my place and you get hit instead of me. I was like, oh. Yeah, so after,
so sad.
it was really sad. Baby Tay. So after that flashback, he's just like, I can't do this. And he grabs a soju bottle, and then we all know the result. He like, stab, murder, murder, murder. And he kills his dad. Yeah, it's really sad. So we flash forward, well, I guess the same time this is happening with Tay, we see Jin and June talking on the roof. Basically, they're thinking like, did we do the right thing? Are things going to be easier now? And Jun's like, yeah, we did the right thing. Like, Jimin's been locked up forever. Like, we're finally all together. Like, we have some breathing room. And then they start talking about Tae. and it flashes to like Tae going to June's little house, and he's sleeping, and June sees the bruises on his neck, and he's just like, things are happening, like it's happening again, and Tae's not, talking about it, and he's not letting anyone help him. So then while they're having their heart-to-heart, Hobie comes up and starts screaming, like, you have to come, guys, Tae, it's Tae. And then that's where it ends.
Oh, my God.
It is very true to character, though, because comic Tae and real life Tae are exactly like that. They just keep it to themselves.
Yeah, so that's what they were talking about, like, if they made the right decisions of, like, busting Jimin out and, like, talking about what's going on, if they're really happy, and, like, what's going on with Tae, because he seems kind of reserved, but then he's, like, hiding things, but he won't open up, and it's just really sad. And now something's happening to him, because, like, Hobie's losing his mind. So there's that.
And now it's time for the last chapter episode of this comic.
God.
Yes.
All right, prepare yourselves. So we start off with the episode. Jin gets out of his car. He's speeding, running, and he sees a whole bunch of people there with cameras. If you recall from the first episode, this is he sees this again, and he's running and running, and he finally gets to the front, and Tae's being taken away, and Tae looks just so distraught. And so Jin calls out to him, and then they look at each other in the eyes, and it flashes back down. So he goes back in time because, he has a mental breakdown. So obviously it gets reset again. But this time, Jin's like looking in the window. He's like, nah, it's not over until it's over. And he is like determined. Yes, exactly. So he marches his ass out of the room, and he goes, and he's kind of like saying some dialogue, and he's saying like, I will not fail. And it goes to May 20th, and he goes to find Tae, and Tae's just like, huh? Like, what you doing here? And Jin's like, I'm not leaving you alone. And so he has Tae in his car, and he's asking him like, hey, is there anything going on at home? And Tae is not having it. He's just kind of like saying like, like, leave me alone. Don't worry about it. I can take care of it myself. And so then
he's being an ungrateful bitch. Got it.
Leave my man's alone, okay? He's just very guarded, and he doesn't want to burden anyone with his burdens, even though he's wrong for that. But yeah. So Jin is saying, I'm not asking you to tell me everything you're going through right now, but I want you to know one thing, that tell me when you're ready to talk, and I'm always here for you. And I'm sure the other kids feel the same way. And Tae's kind of, taking everything that he's saying, and so he changes the subject, and he's like, there is something I do want to talk to you about. There's a strange dream that I keep seeing. And he talks about how he sees Yoongi burning, Cookie falling off a roof, Hobie falling down the stairs.
So he knew all along.
Yes, Jimin is locked up in the hospital, and Namjoon is in prison, and he's saying that he has it every night, and he doesn't understand what's going on. And Jin's like shook, and he's just like, what? And he's like, how you know about this? And then Tae said, oh, I'm in the dream too. I just don't remember what I do in my dream. It always disappears as soon as it gets to me and I wake up. And they finally get to Tae's house, and Tae gets off, and he puts on that beautiful fake smile he has, and he's like, thanks for the ride, Jin. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. But then as soon as that happens, he hears the noise coming inside, like his dad yelling. And so Tae doesn't even say anything, and he just runs off. And Jin's like, fuck no. And so he gets out of the car and runs after him and runs up the stairs. And we're back to this scene, and Tae sees his dad beating his sister. And so he grabs the bottle, and he's literally just smacking him around, and he's about to kill him. And then all of a sudden, Jin is there, and he kills him instead.
Wait, what?
Yep.
What? Yep. Wait.
Yep.
Jin dies?
No way. Jin dies?
Tae kills him on accident.
Yeah.
Jin goes in between his dad, which honestly, his dad should die. But I know, it's not good. And so Tae is
But Jin can't die either.
I know. So Tae is in shock, and he's just like, Jin, why did you do that? What is going on? And all Jin says is, Tae, I'm sorry. And then Tae's like, don't say that. What are you sorry for? Why did you come here? Why? And then Jin's just saying, I'm really sorry. This whole scene is fading away as Jin is having these thoughts as he's dying. Tae is just so distraught. He's holding now dead Jin in his arms.
What?
And then it's just cracking again. And thankfully, it's reset and Jin's alive.
What? Oh my! You can't do this to me. I'm
How do you
going through
think I
the most
felt?
right now.
Jin is having these thoughts again, and he's saying, like, no, I can't save them. I'm on my own. And then all of a sudden, he realizes, holy shit, hold up. And he goes and runs and finds this picture of them together. And all of a sudden, we just see the dates right there, June 12th. And he's saying, wait a minute, together with you. And he realizes, hey, I can probably save them with everybody. And it ends right there.
Yeah, if you just tell them from
June
the
12th
beginning.
is the next comeback. Got it.
That's
That's what I said. Literally, me and Terika were like, yo, so the next comeback?
Or something's happening. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's been rumors of, like, having, like, different musters or different things for the U.S. And there's, like, so much happening that who knows. But we're going to get something around that time. We just don't know what it's going to be.
Oh my God, June. Now we gotta wait till June. Oh God, I can't handle this. I cannot believe they took me through that roller coaster.
I love we're like, we have to wait till June when they
That's
just
like
we
2
haven't
months.
even got promotions yet.
I know. But I'm saying, like, I just want to know what's going on. Like, what?
Sadly, this is the last episode of Save Me Smart Nose, but knowing BTS, they're gonna try to again connect this somehow with something else, and then they're gonna come up with another comic, and then it's gonna be like, give me all your money, and then we're gonna get there. But moving on from that,
Wait, hold up. They did not give me the answers that I needed. Like, I still don't get what the hell's going on with Jimin or Hobie.
Yeah, I think it's because they're going to have a part, like a second part to it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I'm
assuming
thinking,
so
too.
because I'm like, okay, but like this doesn't answer my questions. All it gives me
Because
is like,
there is no answers because everything is glitter and rainbows. Leave it alone, Cynthia. Fuck.
how is it glitters and rainbows when Jin just died?
but he
Well,
woke up
he
and he
came
was alive.
You said he
came
came
back.
back.
Yeah, but he's still dying. They go back. He resets to the day that they are all dying, so he has to go save them again.
I thought he reset and it was June 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all die that day.
Oh, I thought it was May 11th that they died.
May 20th. No, he saves them, and that's when it goes to that May 20th when he saves them.
Now it's too complicated, so they're
I
probably
know.
gonna do something.
So
they're
if he
gonna do
saves
something.
them on May 20th, they don't die on May 20th, then they die on June 12th?
No,
Poor
if
Jin,
they- if-
what day does
no,
he go
if
back
he-
to
What
then?
day is it?
He goes
we don't
back
know our
to-
dates.
He goes back to April 11th, and then he saves them all, and everything's dandy, and then Tae kills his dad May 20th.
And then what happens June 12th?
We don't know yet.
Oh my
Apparently,
God.
actually, no. Well, a couple years ago, they went to the beach together. That's what we know so far. But what's going to happen in this June 20th?
It's
We don't
spring
know.
day. It's spring day.
That's why she keeps
Jin
popping
is dead.
up.
Jin
That's
is
why
dead
she
in the
keeps
spring
popping
day
up.
video.
It just ends with him, like, coming back because everything resets afterwards. And now he's thinking, like, okay, I can only save them if we work together. I can't do this by myself. And then
Which is what we've been saying.
No wonder spring day always comes back on the charts is because it's Big Hit giving us a sign. Oh my God.
They're the ones that stream it.
If this comes true, I want $1 million from Big Hit.
I don't think that's it, but it is something.
She said, I don't think that's it. Watch her relate back to spring day. I will literally.
I
kill her.
don't. Spring days in the winter. Whatever. Let's go.
It doesn't matter. It'll make sense somehow in the BU, okay? Okay.
In
Yeah,
the beach.
But-
You're right. You're right.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
So
Okay, well, let's move on to the
SNL.
best part. Yes. SNL happened just now.
They looked great.
We had to live through those shitty skits, but they look so good.
They did.
They
They
really
saved
did.
that whole episode of SNL, let's be real.
I
They brought
muted
back
it until I
SNL.
saw them.
BTS was the only good thing. That's why Min Yoongi went and mic dropped the shit out of that microphone. He knew.
He mic dropped the shit out of mic drop.
Yep. He knew that they were the only good thing about that SNL episode, and he was correct.
The choreo for Boy With Love is, like, my favorite thing in the world. It's so cute. Especially when they do the little, like, Michael Jackson hip thrust thing, and then they do the little, like, spin around, and then they, like, you know, face each other and do the little... I can't explain anything. You know what I'm talking about? Thanks, Cynthia.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. And I really love when they're doing that thing with their shoulder and they're just like smiling at you. It's just like, yes, ma'am. Yes.
I love that it incorporates like point dances from their past songs.
Yes, I love how they just include all of that into it.
I would just like to talk about that one dance move where they do the little hops. Jimin looking like a slut. I love it. Anyway, sorry.
Wow, that was very aggressive.
I know, right? Damn,
I also
felt
did not
it.
expect the dance break for mic drop because
Oh,
I
I
was
didn't
like, all right,
either.
yes, we're getting mic drop. And then I was like, as soon as the beginning of the dance break came on, I was like, oh God, nope, it's happening. It's happening.
Shall we talk about the album?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, in case you didn't know, BTS dropped an album. Just in case.
In case you live under a rock.
Yeah, in case you're not too sure. There are 7 wonderful songs, or you could just say 6 if you don't count the intro.
Well, for Persona intro, we did talk about it last week. So if you want to listen all of our thoughts about it, make sure you go and listen to last week's podcast episode. So you can hear all of our jokes about who the hell am I? Who the hell is everybody else?
Our lame jokes. Okay, so we're going to start with the title song. Well, not the title song, but the song that dropped with Halsey. And it is called Boy With Love, or A Poem for Small Things. Which I don't know why it has 2 different names, but it does. So,
in case you don't want to call it the mainstream way.
Yeah, unless you want to call it whatever. Yeah, they said that it was perfect for Jimin, because not only is he small, but apparently his pepper is too. So,
I am willing to take the plunge for research purposes and tell you guys whether that is true or not.
Anyways.
But yeah, thoughts about this song? How do y'all feeling?
Oh my
Well,
God.
while we're on the topic of Jimin, the part where he's like, oh, text me. I'm like, all right, bitch, let me just fucking text you right now.
Oh my gosh.
Drop your cacao.
I love this song. I feel like it's pure pop and they're putting more of like a happy face type thing. Obviously like the past like trilogy and stuff like that was like their past albums, like this song, like their past title songs were not as like happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, they have been darker. Yeah, like the main things of it and stuff. Yeah.
So I feel like this song is more of like a happy-go-lucky feel, and I like that they added Halsey to it. That is a feature that they did the 2 versions. First of all, I'm gonna go on a marketing rant right here because that's great. Okay,
smart.
You put featuring Halsey. That means that radio will like just jump on it because oh my God, it's Halsey. But guess what? There's 2 versions of it. So if somebody goes and wants to buy the album or whatever, she's only like you only hear her maybe like tiny bit. It's in the radio version that you hear her. She sings Korean and like you hear her more, which I thought was genius because it's a way to infiltrate all the locals.
She sings more on the album though than
Yeah,
she
she
did
does.
in the music video. So the radio edit and the album edit are like similar, but the music videos was completely different.
Okay, then there we go.
Yeah,
I knew
which
there
like
were 2 versions.
Yeah, which like you said is really smart because like the regular song, it's like yeah, she's more on there, so radio will pick it up. But the music video is mainly for fans. Like it focuses more on the boys. Like she's in there, but it's not like her every single cut. She's in it.
Yeah, exactly.
So smart. Thank
And
you.
I mean, but hey, props to her because she came out singing whole ass Korean, and I'm like, you right, girl, you do that.
She didn't try to conform them to making a song that was comfortable for her, but instead switched around things she wasn't comfortable with to make a great record with BTS. I thought that was super dope. And this comeback is super, I don't want to say, it's just effortless. Like, it was such an effortless comeback. It's not over, because BTS, their choreography is always, like, extravagant. It's always huge and explosions and, lions.
Cars on fire.
Yeah, and things like this. But this was just so, like, effortless and just so easy. That's what it feels like. It just feels easy. So I loved it. And the music video, like, all the homages to, like, the past dances and even like movies like Singing in the Rain, and then I got a La La Land feel from it too. Like it was super dope. And I think, I don't know, they just have a way of incorporating things that are so just effortlessly pretty. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, it was a pure pop record. It is literally a pop record, and I'm just so happy about that.
There's a part in their song that reminds me of TXT's song Crown. And I don't know if you guys heard it, but I heard it immediately. And then I even went back and I played Crown, and I hear it all the time now. And I wonder if they're also both talking about wings. So Jun's talking about the with the wings that Iceris you gave me, and then in Crown they're also talking about wings. So I wonder if they did that on purpose, or if they just like had similar ideas, or maybe just like the same producers on the tracks. But either way, I loved it.
Well, I know there was like a theory like
That was like a response to each other.
yeah, because when TXT first came out and they were talking about like the crown on the head,
boy.
Yeah, the little like you know, horns and stuff, they met the boy with wings, and like they kind of referenced like basically similar things that like BTS did with their whole wings situation. So like people are trying to connect it, and I'm just saying that's not a bad idea. So if they do come on stage, they should, you know, it should just make this a thing. But I really like, I hate saying that like the song that's like released, like, because technically I guess this isn't like the title track, but like it's the one that was released first off the album. Like I hate saying,
wait, what's the title track?
Well, everyone said that the title track is Home, just because of the way that the title tracks have been named. So in the past trilogies, all the title tracks are capitalized, or all the important tracks are capitalized. So like DNA, and then Idol, and like Fake Love, and now Home is the one that's capitalized. But I just really like the fact that they were hinting about the song beforehand. So like a couple members, I know Jimin and Hobie, they were tweeting and they were like, oh, tell me how your day is, we're curious to know. And that's literally a lyric from the song. But going back to what I was saying, I hate saying that title tracks are like my favorite song, but the more I listen to this song, like the happier it makes me feel. And I think that this may be my favorite song on the album. Possibly.
Okay.
I have to give it some more listens because there's like 2 more that are in the running. But like this song, I don't know, it's just like Kat said, it's like effortless and it's pop, and it's a love song to me, like whether it's a love about like a relationship love, or like the love of music type thing, or like the love for your fans. I feel like the feeling is kind of like you can take that and make that as your own, like whatever type of love that you want to portray. Yeah, because I talk about like I know one of Hobie's lines, he was like, everyone says I used to be so little and now I became a hero. And I remember them saying that people, like, at first they were just kind of like these kids that wanted to make music, and now people like look up to them. And then they're like, love is nothing stronger than a boy with love. And like I feel like they always talk about how they receive so much love, and like their fans are the reason why they're like able to do this and able to get through things. And so you can tell that they're just happy now. At first they went through like, we have to work really, really hard to get to where we're going or whatever, and then they blew up, and now it's all this pressure from like having this instant like overseas like popularity, and now I feel like they're just kind of at ease with everything. They're like, they doubted themselves whenever they didn't know if they were going to re-sign their contracts, but now they're just kind of like, we see our fans and like they're happy with what we're doing and we're happy with what we're doing, so now there's not so much pressure. And I feel like you can feel that throughout the whole album.
I think so too. And I think even with that lyric that they have in Boy With Love, that's with the 2 wings you gave me back then. And I love that they incorporated, like they put that in there, because it's going back to their past. So they're bringing that up, like how Terika was saying, you know, that they come up, like they had their come up. They basically like had their come up. And I think that now they're just, like happy about what they're doing. And even
they're
looking
in
at it
cruise
just
control. Okay.
Yeah,
like, they chilling. But even going back to even like the concept wise, like how they did Love Yourself and stuff like that. And now, so they kind of looked at it from an outside point of view, and now they're moving into like the persona point of view of like, well, we got to know each other, or we got to know the world, or stuff like that. Now we're going to look into ourselves.
This song definitely makes me want to just dance in the mirror and just completely love myself. Like, this song is the embodiment of their message to me.
Yeah, because like when I first listened to it, like as you guys know, because I rant about it all the time, I work at a coffee shop. I have to be at work at 4 o'clock, which is exactly when like the album dropped. So like listening to the song, I was literally dancing around the open store, like putting like boxes and twirling with soy milk. And like my friend was looking at me
So
like,
catchy.
"Are you okay?" I'm just like, just let me have this moment. Like it was so great.
It's just so
like,
catchy.
Yeah,
Like,
it
oh
really
my. Oh my.
Oh, also, they did talk about this during their V Live, that they said when they first got this track that they were like, Halsey would be really good for it. And I completely agree. It sounds so perfect with her vocals. Like, she just blends in and harmonizes with them so well in this particular track. And I'm actually really happy that she's on it, and it sounds amazing with her.
It does. I feel like it fit her personality. Like it was
Yeah.
like fun
Yeah, I think
and
so,
carefree,
too.
and it like fit their friendship to me.
I feel like in like a few listens, this is gonna be my favorite title track, because I feel like at this point, like we've been through like like you guys said, every stage with BTS. Like in the beginning, they were angsty, they were angry, like then they got sad, and then they got dark, and now
They want to prove something.
Yeah, and now they're finally in the stage of where they're just completely content with who they are and where they're at, that they can just make music out of happiness. And it's super dope that you've kind of seen this evolution from them. And that's
And I feel like we went through that evolution with them too,
Yeah.
because as they were writing about finding themselves and finding peace within themselves and trying to love themselves, I feel like I was also going through that at the same time as them, as they're releasing these songs. So I feel like we went through those phases with them.
Yeah.
And now I'm just chilling.
Yeah, but like this is giving Spring Day a run for its money for my favorite BTS title
Spring
track,
Day!
because
God, here she is again.
true,
Spring
though.
Day.
Spring Day is literally my favorite BTS like title track, like ever. Like nothing.
I skip
can
it.
touch
It's so
Spring Day.
sad. I can't.
And
love it.
for me, this, like, because I don't, like I said, it's just effortless. Like, when I listen to it, like, I don't feel like I'm listening to music. I just feel like I'm going about my day, and this is a song that should play in the background of my
The
life
theme
forever.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to think it was the Beach Boys, Wouldn't It Be Nice? But now
Oh
it's BTS with love.
Speaking of theme songs and belonging in the movie, that's how I feel about this next song, which is called Microcosmos, which I don't understand why they spelled it this way. I'm just like,
I mean, they're
It's
trying to be
like-
quirky.
it's like IZ1 all over again. I'm just like,
Dun, dun, dun.
why? But I feel like this belongs in some type of like teen movie, like when the like two leads get together or something, and they're
Yes.
just, like, for
feel
the
it.
first time they finally realize that they like each other, and they're like going on a date, and they're just kind of like hanging out, and it's effortless and fun. That's gonna be the theme. That's gonna be the buzzword of this podcast.
Of this
effortless.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. So, thoughts, opinions, feels.
This song, I agree with you, is like the song I want to play while going in a tunnel on a spring day.
Okay, this is so
Why do you want to go in
funny.
the tunnel and then you can't see the stars? They talk about the entire song.
This is so funny that you mentioned
night.
Tunnel, because when I heard this song, I instantly thought of Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yes, that's
And
what
the
I was
moment
going
where she's
with
going
it.
through the tunnel on the back
Yes,
of the
that's
truck,
what I was
like
thinking.
that is the first thing that popped into my head when I heard this song. I don't know why it was, but it just instantly came to me, and I was
Same.
like, what?
Yeah, no, this song gave me like super 80s pop vibe.
Yes.
Like super retro vibes. And I felt like you're like in space. Like that's how it made me feel for that, because of the vibe of it and all that stuff. And I mean, I guess it's because it has to deal with all like how they talk about the stars and looking at the night and how it looks good. Like I love it because they said it in a line that it was something regarding like we make the night look good and make it brighter, which it's like how I took it. It's like no matter if it's like a dark time or it's nighttime, if we're together or you're with somebody that like you love or whatever, that makes it brighter. Like
Yeah.
we
just
make it
love-
shine basically.
I love the whole like the subtle hints to constellations and to Greek mythology in this comeback, because like it's pointing to
In each
that
track.
direction, and I I am so ready if this is where it's gonna go, if it's going in the Greek mythology or astrology direction at all. Like, this is, oh god, this is gonna be everything to me. Because
I mean, they have
just,
a whole song called for a Greek god. So
I know,
Yeah.
but like, even like the subtle hint, like, other idols have had like songs that are based around Greek mythology, but I know that if BTS does it, it's gonna be, everything is gonna be centered around it. It's not gonna be like one thing. It's not gonna be like one title track or one song or one video. It's gonna be like a whole fucking trilogy about it, and I'm just like,
This song is like one of the two that I was talking about that's in the running for my favorite song. Like when it first started, I don't know why I like teared up. It was weird. I just got like this feeling. And I was just like, I love this song. And I guess it's because it talks about like the stars and the sky and stuff like that. And like we've talked about things like this before, but like constellations and the stars and the moon and the sun, like the sky in general, like it's like our thing. Like I love it so much. And so like I just feel like this entire album, the way they talked about it, how they were excited to share it and it was like organic, and I feel that, and I feel like the entire album was made for the fans. Like all of these emotions and
I
all
think
they're
so, too.
like everything they're saying in these songs are for the fans. And like one of the things I took away from this song though was like everyone has their own light and their own shine. You can kind of take that as like
I have that
we-
written down too.
yeah, like we make up the stars. Like everyone, like without one fan or without one person, the sky isn't as bright. And then I kind of related that to like the way the army bombs glow in the concerts.
Aw,
And like,
yes.
yeah, and you can kind of tell whenever like, you know, when everyone starts flickering them on, like everyone's like light comes together. And I just thought that was really cool. And also we get vocal Hobie, and
yes.
Oh, that's right.
yes, I love his voice so much.
I also really loved Tae and Jimin harmonizing in this track in particular. I feel like it just blended in perfectly with each other.
The vocals in this were really pretty, but like when I was like listening to it, and the more I listened to it, like, and then I think of like when I heard the lyrics and I think of like stars, I was like, wow, this is literally like an audio representation of what it feels like to look at a star. Like if I was to look up at a star and think, wow, I wonder how this sounds, like the intro with like the xylophone and like the like pretty like space effects, I was like, wow, that's literally what a star would sound like. I was like, wow, that's so dope.
Exactly.
like,
Also, their na 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 chants, and you know how I feel about a good chant.
Love a chant.
Yeah.
We love a good chant.
I love it.
It's like, yes!
I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, this song, it gives me all the feels. I'm like, I need to just go skip down a flower, like a field of flowers or something.
So the next song is one of our friends' favorite song for a special reason, besides the fact that it's amazing. This song is called Make It Right.
Also my favorite song on the album.
Oh, really? Share. Please share.
I'm a huge fan of, I like to call it chopped melodies. So, where it sounds like speaking, but it's singing, and then it goes into like a deeper like singing. Ed Sheeran is very good at it. Thus, this song that was co-written by Ed Sheeran would obviously be good at it, where he sings in a tone that's very mellow and very soft. So it's almost like he's speaking, and then he picks up with his higher voice. And Tae did that magically in this fucking song. Like, when I tell you I love Tae's voice in this goddamn song, I love Tae's voice in this goddamn song. Like, this was a song made for a man that has a voice like him. And the cute little, it's almost like a trumpet noise, the doo-doo-doo.
Yes!
I am obsessed with this song. Like, when the album came out, I listened to this song like at least 40 times in a row. Just this song, like not even listening to the whole album, just this song over and over.
It's so
and
good.
over
Like
and
as soon
over
as I
again.
heard it, you could tell like this is Ed. Like as soon as I heard it, I was like, you could tell that Ed touched this song. He blessed it, and like it's
Ginger
amazing.
Jesus.
Ginger Jesus. It's amazing. But yeah, I had that written down too about Tae's voice and just the harmonies of them, like in general, like whenever it goes like between back and forth with like Jimin and Cookie, and then it's Tae and
Oh
Cookie,
my God.
and then it's Tae and
That's-
Jimin, and I'm just like, ah!
That's my favorite part, when they do the, I can make it better. Like, I can't even do the high note, but yeah, but they go in between, and it's Cookie and Jimin. Like, it's beautiful. But I agree. Like, this, it started, and I knew right away that this was, okay, this is Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Like,
I could
it's
literally tell by
written-
the melody.
Yeah.
I was like, this is an
Yeah,
Ed song.
like, that's why it started. I was like, this is Ed. Like, literally, this could be like a song that is on Ed's album. So I freaking love it. But I love that there's a lyric on here that it says, now I'm searching the map for you.
My rehab.
Yeah, and it's, yeah, like, and then, so it's like they're diving into this topic of learning about not only themselves, but everybody else. And, like, they're doing it for, like, the fans. I'm just like, okay, are you doing this, like, so I know more about you, or for you to know more about yourself? Like, I don't even know.
See, that's how I
was just
took it
like-
too. Like when it says I'm searching the map for you, like I literally took that as like, I know Jimin had mentioned that like to him, which we're going to talk about later, being on stage is like home. And so for me, searching the map for you meant like going to different places all over the country for you, for the fans, like searching for like, you know, my love and stuff, you know what I mean? Like that's what I got from it. And I was just like, oh,
That's
so
how it was.
cute.
I related the I could make it better lyric to Jimin too, because he's always like, oh, well, I don't feel like I did well enough for ARMY's perspective. Like, so I can make myself better. I can make it better. I'm just like, you're so perfect, though. Why? Why are you like this?
And it's just like, even from then, like, okay, so we're only what, like 3 tracks into this album, and we've already seen, well, 4, but we've already seen Persona. We have that like heavy hip hop type thing, old school. Then we got go into Boy With Love, pure on pop. Microcosmos, you got more like an 80s vibe pop
Odyssey.
going in there. Yes. And then you got Make It Right, which is like going back into like more of like an urban sound.
Yep.
It's just one album, and they're already giving us all of
But
these
it's
different
so
genres.
That's the best part
cohesive.
about
Like,
BTS,
yes.
though, is that they don't stick to a certain sound. They just go
It's
into
just
different
so
genres and give it
cohesive, too.
their own thing. You know?
Yeah, but it just said, yeah, exactly. But it's so cohesive. Like, it matches so well with everything.
I
and
definitely,
it's great.
I can't lie. Like when intro came out and it started like the school love affair vibe, I was like, oh, okay, so we're getting this heavy, very rap, rock influenced BTS back. So to hear like how the album progressed, I was like, damn, they fooled the shit out of all of us. They said, we played your ass. They said, you thought.
Yeah, no, I thought it was Dark and Wild Part 2. I was ready. I was ready. I mean, they gave me some of it, but I was ready for the R&B vocals, which, again, yeah, they gave me some of it. But I was like,
I mean, that's
was
why
just
you
like,
never
ooh.
trust it, because when Singularity was the intro for it, everybody's like, ooh, what, are we getting jazz? Are we getting like that kind of feel? And it's like, nope, psych.
There's also this one line that I really, really liked, and it said, I want this night to be forever because I don't want to stop looking at you. You're my morning
Yes.
gift. And I was like, I want to be somebody's morning gift.
Our morning gift.
Solid cow. I was like, oh.
Also, quick shout out to Yoongi's verse. Thank you.
You're right. And
Quick
the
shout
whole
out to
album.
every Yoongi verse in the whole album.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was just about to say, in the whole album, every Yoongi verse, which I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna backtrack real quick because I forgot to say that Yoongi's verse in "Boy with Love" is lit. It's lit. It's the best thing out there.
You know what? Oh
It's
my God. My favorite part
Wow.
about his verse in that song is the fact that his lisp is so heavy. Like you can
Yes!
hear it's like my
It's
favorite
good.
thing ever. Like I
It's so great.
love
It's such good flow, such great verse, and then the fan chants are lit for it. But anyways, let's continue back with Make It Right. I am sorry.
So continuing our theme of like, you know, fans and loving them and being around them, our next song is Home, which is actually like, I feel like the whole album is a tribute to fans, just they said low key, but I feel like, but this is like the specific fan song of the album.
I would like to say all throughout the album, for me, the highlighted voice was Jimin. Like, I
Yes!
feel
You're right.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, you're right.
this song
Yes.
especially, like this
Yes.
song, it was just so perfect for Jimin's vocals, and especially during the chorus, I was like, yes, Jimin, give me it now. And when he was just saying Mikasa, I was like, I said, Mikasa es su casa.
Oh man, I was living for that. When I heard that, I was like, did he just say? No, he
knew it.
didn't. And then they kept on saying, I'm like, oh, these bitches talking Spanish right now.
Yes.
Listen,
Oh my
just
gosh.
get
And then he
yourself
said,
a
yeah.
Latino wife and call it a day, aka me.
He said,
Wife.
yeah, I'm going out, baby. I'm like, oh, okay, calm down, Jimin. Every time that he
Literally.
just says the line, I'm like, okay, calm down. Stop,
Literally the
stop.
first thing I wrote down was Jimin. That's all
Yeah, that's it.
like
But this
he
is-
kills R&B vocals.
It's so wild to me that this is the fan song, but this is the ass shaking song of the whole album.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
we need it. Well, because they always have us crying with their fan songs. Maybe they were just tired of, like, maybe they wanted us to, like, twerk for them one time instead of giving them all these tears.
You're right.
Like,
You're
You
right.
should have given us Barricade then.
You should have given me a ticket in general.
Oh. But yeah, no, but with Home, I love, like, yeah, like what Terika said, that usually the fan song is always just like in tears, like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. But this one, like, it's fairly lit, and you have I feel like they went like a little bit more like old school R&B with this one, like those were the vibes that I was getting from it. So obviously you get a lot of vocals, but the vocals between Jungkook and Jimin, officer. I am telling you, these two voices together are a menace. They're dangerous to the world. And I love the part that there's just like, your love, your love, your love.
yes.
It's so great. Like,
Another
how
duo
did they do this?
that I love is the Hobie and Yoongi transitions. Like, I
Yes.
love...
Yes.
I love Soap so much. Oh, my God.
Yo,
Was
the
that
soap
tribute that Yoongi
transitions-
did though to from No More Dreams?
Yes. No More Dreams.
Yes.
But
Oh
he
my God.
answered himself. He said, "Very poor. The world thinks we own the whole world. Big house, big cars, big rings. If I own everything, I want it. I feel empty." I'm like, damn. He answered himself from his old track. I got it all, but I still feel empty.
Every comeback, Yoongi reminds me that he is literally a genius. Lyrically,
Yeah,
that
you're right.
man
The man
is
is
Yep.
unfucking real. Like, his lyrics literally just set me off. Like, when I, like, listen to it, I'm like, oh, this verse is lit. And I listen and I read the lyrics to his verses. I'm like, who invented you? Like,
Oh, he's so clever.
Yoongi is
I
and will
feel-
forever be that bitch.
I
You're right.
feel bad for anyone who was born on Yoongi's birthday because God put in work, so you must be struggling in your life. Like, because God put in overtime on that man.
I would also like to say that Home is my mom's favorite track. We were listening to the album, and she was getting it. And she was just like, who is this? I was like, this is BTS. These are my boys! And then she turned it up and proceeded to dance. So she it's her favorite
A mood.
song. The next song speaks to me. It's the third song that's in the running for my favorite. And not because, not just because I'm 2% French, just in case you didn't know. A whole 2%. J'aime vous, which is like the opposite of deja vu, if anyone wanted to know that. So it's kind of like that feeling when you like experience something over and over again that it feels surreal.
Jin can relate.
Yeah, or if you like
comic book.
I'm saying,
write a word
seriously.
over and over, or you say it over and over, you start to look at it and like, that's not right. That's not a real word.
Yeah.
I wish, I
We've
didn't
all
know
been
there was,
there.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a name for that, but apparently there is.
I will say one thing about this song.
Jung Hosik. Oh, what?
Hosik go off. That's what I gotta say.
He did. He also helped write
Yes.
the song. It was mainly him and Namjoon, so you know. I'm not going to brag
The
too much.
feels.
Why don't you guys go ahead before I say what I have to say?
All I gotta say is that this song is for the soft stands.
I know. I love this song so much.
It's so like it's such a melodic ballad, and you got the change between Jin and Jungkook is beautiful in this song.
I love the whole production of it. Yes.
But then it's so sad. Like you read the lyrics and it's like, yeah, like give me the remedy so I can like feel something.
When I first listened to it, though, it made me think, wow, I really need to do something with my life. And then I read the lyrics. I'm like, well, shit. I don't know why, but like listening to it without understanding the lyrics was just like, you know what? You need to go do something. You got to go work. You got to do something. And then, reading, understanding is a different vibe, but it's okay.
I just think it's such a pretty song. And at first when everyone was saying the different like subunits that we were going to get and they announced this one, everyone was like, that's such an odd combination. Like, I wonder how it's going to sound. But I knew it was going to be great from the start.
It was a weird combo, but perfect combo.
Yeah, which I really
it's like
liked,
it was weird on paper, but when in the production it worked.
Which I liked that they were switching it up and that it was just, giving us, combos that we weren't used to or that we didn't think would be put together. But I love, like you said,
It worked out great because I
Jen
feel
and
like they
Cookie's
blended
voices.
great.
Oh my God. And then like Hobie's verse. Like for me, like last album, like for Tear, like Min Yoongi, like everything he said, everything that came out of his mouth, even if it was like a breath to take in between his verses, like it was genius. But for me, for this album, I want to say that it's Hobie and Jimin. Like that's like
I agree.
I agree.
Everything, like they just killed everything. Not to say the others didn't, because they always do. But you know,
they always bring it. But for this album, they are the members that were highlighted the most for me.
Any more thoughts on this? The Song of My People?
No, that's pretty much it. Let's move on to my favorite song.
Okay. We're going to call this song like 7-layer dip, because I feel like there are so many layers to this song.
Yes.
My God.
No introduction. How we feeling? How are we feeling?
Okay, this is my favorite song of the album. I love it. It gave me the whole old Bangtan vibe with this song. They put the rock with the hip hop. They mashed it all together. They did the monster mash and brought it with this. Okay, I was living listening to this. I want to mosh to this song. I want to headbang to this song. Find me at a festival jamming to this somehow when somebody plays it. It's lit. It's a bop. I'm here for it. It says, let's get drunk and party. I said, you right.
Oh my God.
Let's go. Bangtan Min Yoongi, call me. What's up?
Listen, that key change that Jin does at the end of the song is
oh my God,
the BTS equivalent of open up this fucking pit. That's what
yes.
I love the
exactly
backstory to that though, that they were done recording and then Jim was on his way home and they're like, hey, can you like hop in on this track real quick? Yeah, I just need you to scream. Just scream.
It's like, okay. Just a normal day in the sound booth for them. Like, okay.
Just with that part in the song, Jin said, I guess I'll carry this whole song on my back. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me hop back in the booth real quick. But like this song, there's just so much happening, but it works. Like my favorite part is like the part where they're like the drink up part, because it's like Jin and like Tay, but then like rap line is like adding their little part like in between.
Yo, Tay's deep ass voice got to just thrive in this song, and I am here for it. I have not heard him give this deep of a voice than when he's like, I can't even say it. I can't even butcher it. I cannot with his deep ass voice.
But I love the song. I love again that they incorporated all the old sound, but at the same time they were like, you know, talking about partying and like all this stuff, like drinking up and stuff like that. But how I interpreted it was that it's like BTS is the art and we're just getting drunk off of it.
Yes.
That's exactly how I like got from reading the lyrics and stuff. I was just like, basically BTS is the art form. We're consuming it, so we're getting drunk off of it, and that's why we wilding out for these boys. Okay, that's literally the only thing.
What it is. Yeah, because like on the surface, it's like it's a party anthem. Like it's like, yeah, live your life, get drunk. But then like underneath it, it's kind of like they say things like idol artists. It doesn't matter what you categorize them as. Like they're successful. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't. Yeah. You can call me an like an idol, but then I'm an artist. Like whatever, it doesn't matter. Like everyone's just getting drunk off the music, having a good time, living life, being happy. So like Carolina said, like they're the art and we're consuming them, but then I also think it's the other way around too. Like they're also consuming like our energy, and then like overall we're all just consuming like music, and that's what's bringing everybody together, and that's what's just like
Well, yeah, and even going off of that, like that lyric, they say they're just like Kpop born as an idol and reincarnated artist. Like whether I'm an idol or an artist, what does it matter? Let's cheers. Yeah, like you right. And then right after that, Min Yoongi, King out here, I'll fight with yourself to set a new record. You right, bitch. So basically they said BTS's only competition is BTS themselves.
Which is like wrong. A meme. Yeah, I know. Which is a meme that we talk about. Exactly.
Spider-Man, yes.
And I love when they're like 1 shot, 2 shots. I'm like, yes,
oh, drunk.
They're also, instead of drunk off love, it's drunk off music.
Right. I would also like to say that once again, my future baby daddy Jung Ho-suk wrote this song. He was in charge of most of the song making on this, so you're welcome, world.
He putting in work for their babies.
Gotta feed our children.
And like, and even how the song itself transitions, like I just love it so much, because even then you have that breakdown, and then June shows up right before the breakdown. It's like, are you ready to get hyped up? And I'm like, yeah.
excited.
I was already hyped. Let's go.
But listen, I'm excited to see a live performance of this song. Let me fucking tell you.
No.
Oh
You
my
right
god,
about that
me
one.
too.
I'm gonna do a mosh pit at the tour.
I know security's gonna be like, ma'am, you need to calm down. I'm just gonna be like, ah! They're gonna be like, oh my god. I'm gonna find myself somehow out the stage. They're just gonna be like, wow. She really
BTS is gonna be announced at Warped Tour now.
Oh my gosh, imagine. I would totally go and mosh.
I would too. Why not?
Also, I would like to say that I do not have a favorite song off this album. Do not try to tell me I need one. I cannot pick one yet. Give me like a couple weeks.
No, I mean, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm
Do
literally...
what you want.
If this was MySpace top 8, I could not do it.
I
could not do it.
Every day, you're number one, like every day. My new number one.
Exactly. No, I would hide. I would put in the code to hide my
the
top.
top 8.
Yeah, exactly.
My top 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, hide that.
Oh, yeah. Also,
because I cannot.
Since I love talking about my family, and by my family, I just mean my mom and my little cousins, I would like to point out that although we didn't talk about it, Persona is my 3-year-old cousin's favorite song.
Oh,
We
we
love.
love.
He likes to,
Yes.
like, kind of bang his head and, like, do his little rap hands whenever June's rapping. He's trying to, like, keep up with him, and it's the cutest thing
Aww.
ever.
Oh, also, while we're talking about Persona real quick, I would like to highlight a a lyric that he said. Who am I? The question I had my whole life. The question I probably won't find an answer to my whole life. If I were answerable with a few mere words, then God wouldn't have created all those various beauties. And that line resonated with me. I'm like, damn, you're fucking right. Okay, that's all I want to say.
You are right. And speaking of that line, if you would like to know more about that line, please check out me and Carolina's video about the psychology of the song Persona. Thank you.
Yes, please check it out. It's great insight.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's
Thank you. We
amazing.
appreciate it.
Yeah. So now that we've wrapped up the album, let's talk about the music video.
It's so
I loved it.
Okay.
I love that it was all pink.
Listen, you're going to see my reaction to this video eventually when it gets put on the channel. But there is a moment, and Cynthia, forgive me.
Oh,
There's
hell
a
no.
moment. There's a moment in the second verse where they go into, like, the blue aesthetic, like, where they're at with the walls. And Tay
With the
is
blue
in that-
jeans jacket.
Yeah, in the all denim. Bitch! Woo! I questioned my life for like 0.5 seconds. I was like, Cynthia. She said Cynthia will murder. I was like, Cynthia's gonna kill me. But for like 0.05 seconds, I was like, I would risk it all for that man.
I'm so happy I am visiting my mother right now.
I was like, I would risk it all for him right there.
You're right,
Just
though. He
that
was fine as
little,
fuck.
just that little part in the MV. I was like, whoa. Okay.
I'm surprised it wasn't at the beginning when he was like licking his lip. I was like, sir, excuse me. I literally forgot I was mad at him. And also during the SNL performance, I forgot I was mad at him again. I was like, wow, you really do have me by my throat.
But let's talk about Min Yoongi and how good he looked in this music video and just how amazing he is as a person and how cute he looked with the little piano. And when they were in the couch and he like popped up out of the thing, I'm like, adorable.
yeah, it
Please
was
pop
cute.
up in my life like that anymore, like some more.
If we're gonna
Uh-huh.
talk about hyping up our men, can we talk about Hobie and his whole little like La La Land part where he's like spinning
Oh,
around on the
yes.
light poles and his little like no face when they're like no, it's not cute.
But yeah, I just felt happiness watching this music
It was
video.
so cute. And like the thing with Halsey too, like she didn't overdo it because you know there
Yeah.
are some people that would like you be like, okay, wow, they really trying to like get they shine in this music video. But like for her, she stepped back and she's like, this is all about y'all. And I was just like happy to be asked to be a part of it. So when they're like, hey, yo, you want to dance? She's like, okay. And she did good. Halsey's not the best dancer in the world, but it was cute.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
And then the part in the beginning with Jimin doing that little
Oh, that dance.
Jimin
such a
just does
slut.
the most for no reason, and it really frustrates me. Like, at first, when he would do
Honestly.
the most, it was cute, right? Because he was just dancing and living his life, and he's like, oh, now he does the most, and he knows. Like,
He's
yeah, you're
always known, Terica. You just think he was innocent before. I've seen right through him since the beginning.
Well, I mean, like, he knew. He's like, yeah, I'm adorable, I'm cute, and I'm a great dancer. I can
No.
move my hips and everything.
No,
like,
he's
I feel like
he
he knew.
knows
But
he's
now
sexy.
I know he feels like he owns it. He didn't own it before. He was just like, this is me. I'm going to be like this. I'm the sexy,
Jimin
cool guy.
know.
Now he
Jimin
knows.
know he fine.
Like
he knows.
yeah, I support it. Because if I was Jimin, you couldn't tell me anything. If I looked like that, boy, do you know how many, boy, I wouldn't even be in BTS anymore. Not because I don't want to be, because they'd be like, you know what, you just gotta go. Like, we have too many scandals. You got too many baby moms and baby daddies. Like, you just out. Like, I just can't. If I look like Jimin, everybody could get some. Like, that's just how I feel.
Oh, speaking of that part where Jin is singing, and don't think for a second that we did not see what they were doing in the background. I said,
I did it. Like, when we were like screaming about it, I was just so happy to see the video. But then, like, I went back and I watched it again, and like I saw it, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, they tried to like fool us. They put Jin right at the front so we would focus on him, but in reality, the party was all in the back seat.
It was. Like
it was all happening in the
back.
It
was like a mullet. You know, beautiful business Jin in the front and like a party of hip thrusts in the back.
You are not wrong.
So to wrap up the album, I want everyone to give me a word that sums up the album for you, like personally. Kat, go.
Effortless.
Cynthia.
Fuck.
Nice.
Right? Amazing.
We'll come back. Carolina.
Happiness.
What was your word? Oh,
just kidding. Serenata.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you translate for the people who only speak one language? Thank you.
Serenata is like a
serenade.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to be stupid and say serenade. You're like, no, it means fruit punch or something like that. I don't know.
I blacked out. I forgot English for a second. Okay.
I was just like, I said serenade, but I'm like, maybe it's not that easy. Maybe that is
that's
not,
what I was
not
thinking.
the right
Like, maybe that's not what that
I was gonna say mariachi.
That's cool too. Oh, Carolyn already said hers, right? Yeah, because like true Libra culture, that was literally my word too. Happiness. So
yes, happiness.
They did that again, and I cannot wait.
So shall we do songs of the week? My song of the week is "Make It Right" by BTS.
My song of the week is all of the whole album from start to finish by BTS.
My song of the week is the entire Babasol Persona album as well.
My song of the week is the outro from Dark and Wild, which is Do You Think It Makes Sense? In the midst of the comeback. But then after the album dropped, all I've been listening to is Dionysus, the Greek god, however the hell you say his name. Thank you.
Yeah, there's like 2 ways to pronounce it, so whatever suits your fancy. I don't know. He's not here to tell us we wrong.
So, whether you are frantically and fanatically listening to BTS's new album, tripping over Tae with blue hair, we match, by the way, or tripping over Jimin with pink hair, kill me, Yoongi with purple hair, or tripping over Kobe in general, make sure you always
fangirl on.